Mr. District Attorney. Champion of the people, defender of truth, guardian of our fundamental rights to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
And it shall be my duty as district attorney not only to prosecute to the limit of the law all persons accused of crimes perpetrated within this county, but to defend with equal vigor the right and privileges of all its citizens.
Come on, little Seven. Here we go. Come on, Seven. Hey, man, what's the idea? Hey, it's fun. Hey, some fun.
That's the way I like to see you guys jump.
Hey, man, where'd you get it?
On 10.
Yeah? How'd you get started? Easy car.
Oh, like this. Wasn't locked.
Yeah, well, let me try.
Later. I'm gonna see how much I can get out of it first.
Okay, man, let's go. Crazy.
$95. Not bad.
What do you mean? This pile of junk ought to do 110 at least. Let me try.
Get out of here. I'm next. Nobody's next. I have other ideas. Look.
Hey, come here.
Come in.
Hello, Paul.
Hi, Ed.
What's the matter? Got a headache?
What DA doesn't?
That's too bad. I've got another headache for you.
I should have two heads. What is it?
Last week you told me to keep you posted on these juvenile gang cases.
Another one.
A bad one. I'm on my way back there now. Want to go along with me?
I'll be with you in a second. Miss Alcott, I'm going out. If you want to contact me, you can do it through the police department. I'll be with Sergeant Foley of the Juvenile Division.
it, Paul. I'll get Mr. Humphreys. He's out back in his house.
Okay. This is it, all right. Only kids would bother to work a place over this way. Looks like a tornado hit here. But a windstorm never tapped the locked cash box.
This is Mr. Garrett, the district attorney. Mr. Humphreys, Paul.
Mr. Garrett. I'm sorry, Mr. Humphreys. I didn't realize you were so badly hurt. I would have come inside.
I can still walk, Mr. Garrett, but it's a miracle. They tried to kill me. Kicked me in the head.
I'm sorry it had to happen. How much information did Mr. Humphreys give you, Ed?
Just a description of the car. Dark red convertible, license 6Z4633. I've got a warrant out on it.
Is there any evidence here?
Al Waters went over the whole works. Wasn't a good latent print anywhere.
Not even on this cash box?
Not even there.
How much merchandise was stolen?
I won't be able to tell, not until I get straightened up.
Can you describe these kids?
No, sir, I can't. I didn't get a good look at them.
They hit him from behind. I'll get it.
You call these kids, Mr. Garrett. I'd say they were grown-up hoodlums. Killers.
Maybe so, but this still looks like a juvenile crime to me. Only kids go in for this kind of senseless destruction and brutality. How much money was taken?
$13 or so. Now, why would anybody want to do all this for $13?
They're tough, rebellious kids, and when they get together in a bunch, they go hog wild.
This town isn't safe anymore. Can't you stop them?
We're doing everything we can. There are thousands of kids in this county to control, and they're plenty tough. Bitter because of their poverty, twisted by the stupidity of their parents. No place to play, no healthy outlet for their energies. If you know anything about kids, you know what that does to them.
Well, what about school playgrounds, boys' clubs, and so on?
Nowhere near enough. Last year, the juvenile court handed down 3,000 convictions.
3,000? I didn't know there were that many kids living in the slums.
All juvenile delinquents don't come from the slums, Mr. Humphreys. They come from the homes of incapable or negligent parents as well.
It was auto theft. The car Mr. Humphreys described was just found out on Railroad Place.
Anything found inside?
Just a couple of smeared-up fingerprints.
Nothing else?
Just the usual stuff. Maps, pencils, and so on in the glove compartment. Al Waters took it back to the crime lab for an investigation. I doubt if it's going to do us any good.
That's what I was afraid of. There's nothing to go on. Where will you look for these kids?
We'll contact junkyards, tire dealers, and so on. If they've stolen anything, perhaps we'll catch them trying to dispose of a tire or a battery.
That'll take time, Ed. I only hope those kids don't go on another rampage before we catch them.
Hey, Chuck. What do you say?
You get it?
Yeah.
Hey, careful, that ain't no zip gun.
Sure man know you took it?
No, he wasn't home.
Nope. It's not a zip gun. I'll trade you.
I don't want no zip gun.
What's the matter with it? I made it myself.
What are you doing this afternoon?
Let's have it. I've been thinking.
Yeah, about what?
About football. Hey, you guys, come here. Come on. Here.
faster, you dope! Run! Hurry up! Run! Run! Go get it! Hurry!
Hey, that's the signal. Come on, let's get out of here.
Hey, what's going on here? What are you kids doing with that gun?
Get out of the way, Mac.
Put that down.
Let's get out of here.
Call the police! Get an ambulance, quickly!
Just as I was coming out the house, they ran out the gate there.
Did you see any of them?
No.
Ed, have you checked all the people around here?
That's right. Nobody saw them but Hanson, the fellow who was shot. Mr. Taylor, have you got a ladder?
Yes, there's one in my garage there.
Hey, look over here. Footprints. With cleat marks on them.
The same kind the kid gang members wear.
I didn't know we had kid gangs in this neighborhood.
Well, they get around.
I'll make some cash on them.
It's an awful thing, Mr. Garrett. Not what happened to my house, but that boy, George Hanson. And after all he's been through.
What do you mean?
Well, he lost a leg in the war. And just last month, he began to get around on the artificial one. Now, just because he tried to help me, he might die.
Oh, he might have a chance.
That's my phone.
Hey, Paul, here's the gun. Give me the number.
S45628.
Hey, Al, here's more footprints. Plenty of them.
Yeah, well, I'll make cash of the whole lot of them.
Well, Mr. Garrett, it's for you.
Oh, thank you. Hello? Yes, this is Paul Garrett speaking. Right, thanks. Hanson survived the surgery, but he's in critical condition. He's still unconscious.
Did they get the slugs?
2 of them. They sent them over to the crime lab for Al Waters. You know, wrecking things like this is SOP for a lot of kid gangs. Still, I wonder. Same thing happened the other day at the gas station.
You think it might be the same gang?
Yeah, it's possible.
But until Hanson comes to, the only concrete evidence we've got is the gun and the footprints.
Take a look, Paul. One and the same.
Records room? Will you call Sergeant Foley to the phone, please? Ed, Paul, have you tracked down that pistol registration? Avery? Okay, let's get over there fast. I'll take this gun with me, Al. I want to show it to a Mr. Lewis Avery. I think he has some of the answers we want.
Yeah?
Mr. Avery, I'm a police officer. This is the district attorney. We want to talk to you.
What about?
This.
Where did you get it?
Just where you left it?
It was in the drawer. Somebody stole it.
Where were you yesterday afternoon?
Yesterday? At the dentist till 5. Then I...
What dentist?
By Doc Green. Here. Go ahead. Call it.
Are you married, Mr. Avery?
My wife died. An auto smash-up 3 years ago.
You have any children?
A boy.
How old is he?
15. Say, what is this?
Dr. Green, this is Sergeant Foley of the police department. Who was your patient yesterday afternoon between 4 and 5 or so? I see. Thank you. Okay.
Where is your son, Mr. Avery?
Out.
Where was he yesterday afternoon?
I don't know. He looks after himself.
Apparently not too well.
Who does he hang around with?
How should I know? Chuck and I lead our own lives. It works out better that way.
For whom?
What do you mean? What's happened anyhow?
Somebody was shot with this gun.
Shot? Why, you're crazy. Not with my gun.
The ballistics expert disagrees with you. He compared a slug taken from the victim's chest with one fired from this gun. They match perfectly.
Where did you say Chuck is?
He ought to be home soon. We always have supper together.
We'll wait.
Hey, Chuck.
Yeah.
You going home?
Yeah, why?
The cops are there. How come?
Cops at my house? You're nuts.
Why am I? Look, there's the car.
Hey, I don't get it.
You didn't spill to your old man, did you?
What do you think I am?
I don't know, but you're not going to cop out on us.
Hey, maybe they found the gun.
Maybe.
Why'd you have to shoot that guy anyway?
Because I wanted to. Now you get going with Bugs.
Where to?
You'll find out.
Now, wait a minute.
Now get going before I kick your brains out.
This is Foley of Juvenile. Get out an APB on Chuck Avery, 15. 5 feet 7, 140 pounds. Blue eyes, dark hair, fair skin, khaki jacket, denim pants, pleated shoes. A 2-inch scar under the right ear. Wanted for ADW. Maybe armed. Right. Let's check the FI files. Chuck may be hiding out with one of his friends.
I wonder if that dentist was telling the truth. You know, Avery's a small man. Even from a distance, he might look like a kid, especially to a nearsighted person like Mr. Taylor.
There were no cleated shoes in his house.
Oh, you can throw away cleated shoes. Besides, how do we know the whole gang was wearing them?
Yeah. Oh, here we are. Avery, Chuck, 15. October 3rd, 5 p.m., stopped and questioned by Officers Gwynn and Malone for loitering outside Mason's Grill. Companions, Benjamin Steele, Bud Williams, Albert Saxton. February 26th, 2 a.m., 9th and Central, loitering with Bud Williams, Benjamin Steele, Leroy Grove.
2 a.m. It's a fine time for a 15-year-old kid to be out.
That's all. No arrests. Just stopped and questioned twice.
Juvenile Division, Garrett speaking. Yes. When? I see. Thank you. We've got a murder on our hands. George Hanson just died without regaining consciousness. Let's get going fast.
I'll read the names off to you.
Okay.
Benjamin Steele.
Right.
Bud Williams. Benjamin Steele. Bud Williams. Hear their statements. They're all innocent as lambs. Never carry knives or guns, never stole cars, never broke the law. And yesterday afternoon, they were having a club meeting. Okay, let's see the soles of your shoes. Get them up.
I suppose those cleats are used for tap dancing.
Ask my mother if you don't believe us. She'll tell you where we were.
Is Mrs. Williams here?
She's right outside in the hall.
Have her come in.
Mrs. Williams.
Mrs. Williams, is this your son?
Yes.
Where's your husband?
I have no idea. I've been divorced for 5 years.
Where was your son yesterday afternoon?
My son and the rest of these boys were at my house, having a club meeting. I don't think you have any reason to hold them. They couldn't have possibly had anything to do with the shooting that took place at 4:30.
Let's check the shoes.
All right. Take off your shoes, line them up in front of you.
You ready, Al?
Bring 'em on.
They match?
They match.
You still claim the boys were at your house?
Yes, of course.
There's no doubt, but what every one of those boys was at the scene of the shooting yesterday afternoon.
What do you mean? What are these things?
Casts of the footprints found in the mud there. These are your son's shoes. Show Mrs. Williams how they compare.
You see these nails? You see this worn spot here? And those 2 nail holes without any nails? That proves it.
Your alibi doesn't stand up, Mrs. Williams. All these boys are implicated.
Maybe they are, but not Chuck.
I think your son's shoes will match that cast right there.
I don't believe it.
Your son hung around with these boys. We have records to prove it.
So what?
Let me have that gun, Al. How about it, boys? Let's quit stalling. Who had the gun? Was it you?
No, sir.
You've been lying up till now. Is this a lie, too?
No, sir.
How about you?
Chuck did the shooting. It was his old man's gun.
He's lying, isn't he?
Yes, sir.
You were the one.
No, he was.
Is that so? You're all in the same trouble, son. You better help us get the truth.
Okay. I was the one.
I don't suppose this is the only thing you boys have done. Come on, let's have the rest of it.
There were 2 other. The gas station on the turnpike and the Logan Street guys. We beat up on them.
That was a stabbing.
Who did that?
I did.
Where's Chuck?
He's out of town.
Oh, no, he ain't. He didn't go. He's hiding out at the 3rd Street lumber yard.
Let's go. Take them over to Juvenile Hall.
Right.
Mr. Garrett. Chuck has a zip gun.
Thanks.
Please try to remember, Chuck is only a 15-year-old boy.
It's too bad you didn't remember it. You're lucky the law doesn't hold you responsible. And you, Mrs. Williams, your alibi might have turned these boys loose to kill somebody else. Chuck? Chuck, you better give yourself up. You haven't got a chance. Chuck!
Hold it. What do you want?
Give me that gun, Chuck.
Get out of here.
Kid, you're only making it tougher on yourself.
Get out of here or this will go off.
Put down that gun. Oh, what happened?
He nicked me.
You guys don't scare me.
We're not trying to scare you, son. We're just trying to teach you to live in the world.
You can't teach me anything.
Well, we can try, son. We can try. I'm David Bryan. I hope you enjoyed Mr. District Attorney as much as we enjoyed bringing it to you. Next week, we have rather an exciting story. I think you'll like it.